Did you know that Daniel Ek, the visionary founder of Spotify, faced countless failures, rejections, and near-collapse moments before building one of the world's biggest music streaming empires? This is the untold motivational story of Daniel Ek, a young man from Sweden who turned struggles into stepping stones. A man who went from being doubted and underestimated to revolutionizing the way the world listens to music. Born in Stockholm in 1983, Daniel Ek grew up in a modest household with no silver spoon, no powerful family connections, and no guarantees of success. From a young age, he was fascinated by computers and music, and while his peers were enjoying a carefree life, Daniel was building websites and coding for small businesses. At just 14 years old, he began offering web design services, only to be rejected by most companies who saw him as just another teenager with no credibility. But Daniel refused to quit. He kept pushing, refining his skills, and eventually managed to secure projects that made him realize his true potential. By 16, he was managing dozens of clients, hiring his classmates to help, and earning more money than most adults. But with every step forward came resistance. Teachers doubted him, people mocked him for dreaming too big, and traditional business leaders dismissed his ambitions. The breaking point came later in his early 20s when, despite initial success with startups, Daniel failed at multiple ventures and hit rock bottom. He became frustrated, disillusioned, and even considered walking away from tech altogether. At one point, he almost lost everything, retreating into isolation, questioning whether his life had any real direction. But out of this darkness came his turning point. Daniel realized that the music industry was collapsing under piracy. Artists were struggling to earn, and listeners wanted a simple, affordable way to access music legally. Everyone told him it was impossible, that giants like Apple and record labels would crush him, but Daniel refused to listen to the noise. In 2006, with co-founder Martin Lorenzen, he launched Spotify, a bold experiment that aimed to bring all the world's music into one platform, free or affordable, at people's fingertips. The struggle was immense. Record labels rejected his idea. Investors turned him away, governments imposed restrictions, and rivals dismissed him as naive. For years, Spotify fought for survival, burning money, facing lawsuits, and constantly hearing the word no. But Daniel Ek never gave up. He kept refining the product, kept negotiating tirelessly with music labels, and focused on delivering the smoothest music experience the world had ever seen. Slowly, users grew. People loved the ability to stream millions of songs instantly. The breakthrough came when Spotify spread across Europe, then America, forcing the music industry to accept the model it had once rejected. By the time Spotify went public in 2018, it had more than 70 million subscribers and changed the very fabric of music consumption worldwide. Today, Daniel Ek is a billionaire, but more importantly, he is the man who saved the music industry from collapse and created opportunities for artists and listeners alike. His story proves that failure is not the opposite of success. It is the foundation of it. From teenage rejections to global impact, Daniel Ek's journey is a reminder that no matter how many setbacks you face, persistence and vision can turn failure into fortune. So the next time you feel like giving up, remember the boy who was doubted, dismissed, and almost destroyed, yet rose to build Spotify, one of the most influential companies of our time. Daniel Ek's success is living proof that if you refuse to surrender, your dream can one day transform the world.